Hello, everyone, and welcome to Pro Wrestling Inside Now. We're going to look at Georgia Championship Wrestling programs, and we're going to start this out. Don't remember, I'm going to show the back of this program first because I'm just looked at it, and I do not remember this robe, and I certainly don't remember this hat that Mr. Wrestling 2 wore. Maybe y'all do. Maybe y'all remember this. Y'all remember this?
The only reason I remember it is because I have seen that picture before, but I don't ever remember seeing him wear that.
Me either. Rodney?
Nope.
Wasn't there for that hat. Just
now, does it have? We can't tell from our vantage point here. Does it have sequins on this, or did it look like that he just threw on the the sheet off the bed?
I think it had.
Yeah, it looks like it had sequins on it. Yeah, so he wasn't a sheet off the bed type thing.
I don't ever remember this.
No, I don't either.
That would have been completely different for wrestling. All right, here he is against Larry Zbyszko. This is when it was turned into World Championship Wrestling, which was 1982. But I think this was 1983. We were there at the beginning of this, wasn't we? Of the Larry Zbyszko Wrestling 2. Were we gone by then?
We were already gone.
All right,
Zbyszko was just brilliant during this time. I mean, he really was on top of his game. And as you know, I want to point out something just real quick here. Notice that the world champion is missing from the program. It's got Larry Zbyszko, it's got the Sheik, and it looks like the Road Warriors as the champions, but it did not mention the world heavyweight champion at all. And as I have alluded to, World Championship Wrestling, I do believe was distancing itself from the National Wrestling Alliance. Buzz Sawyer, Dick Murdoch in the picture there.
All right.
And then you have the Road Warriors, Ron Garvin, Iron Sheik.
Road Warriors, no paint. This was before they.
This is when they were with the Village People. And then the Fantastics. Of course, we were there at the time when the Fantastics were there. Arn Anderson, Ole Anderson.
Yes, this was during the Georgia Championship Wrestling Superstar days. And this was I'd say June of 1983. June of 1983 was during this thing. But it was, by that time, also, that program was $1 at that point.
I'm not for sure, but I believe Les Thatcher. It looked like a Les Thatcher program, but he had to be gone by that time.
Thatcher program.
But he was gone by that time, was he not? Because he got fired right along with the other guy same day.
Well, whoever took this over decided they was going to do the program just like he did. So
that's what it looked like.
So that's it. All right, here we go. Lord Jonathan Boyd. This is not what we remember Lord Jonathan Boyd looking like. Was not in Atlanta for a very long period of time. But look at him. He had hair. Most of the time we didn't see that. On the front, Mr. Wrestling. Does that say 1979? Yeah, that's 1979 as well. All right, Rodney, I'll open this up. Oh, by the way, Blindfold Battle Royal. There's the Hangman's match.
Superstar and Tommy Rich. On the other side, World Heavyweight Champion Harley Race, Georgia Tag Team Champions Ole Anderson, Ivan Koloff. The Georgia Heavyweight Championship was held up, and Georgia Television Champion was Ray Candy. And then a picture of Tony Atlas and Bob Armstrong at the bottom there. Let's see. Up top, we've got Tony Atlas and Harley Race, Tommy Rich and Austin Idol. At the bottom, it's Bill Watts and Dusty Rhodes. And it looks like in a Buckhouse match against Ivan Koloff, Ole Anderson. Ernie Ladd at the bottom. Let's see. He looked like he jumped in the ring with somebody. And then I can't really tell what's going on in that last picture there.
Oh, by the way, Ernie Ladd would putting someone to sleep. He is using that to. Let me see what it exactly said. It said Ernie Ladd came into the ring and used a knockout substance on Watts. That's what they're doing with Watts right there. They're trying to wake him up there. Jerry Stubbs in that picture.
Scrappy McGowan looks like.
Mike Stallings. So yeah, he was using the knockout substance. If y'all need to I mean, that was very technical. They got into some technical things for that. Ready?
All right, then on television, it looks like Superstar versus Tommy Rich. It's Bill Howard against Ray Candy. And then a confrontation between the Heenan family and Ole Anderson, Ivan Koloff, Superstar, Killer Carl Cox down at the bottom, Mike Stallings, Jerry Stubbs, Ox Baker at the bottom.
This was during the time that Georgia Championship Wrestling was on fire. This was a great time for Georgia. Everywhere would they go, they would sell out. I mean, it packed houses everywhere. But look at this talent. I mean, you look at the talent that was on this card, and you wonder why that stuff was doing so well. Ole Anderson was booking it at the time. Tremendous stuff was going on. Just tremendous stuff going. You know, I remember Ole at this time. I'm thinking Ole and Ivan was the tag team champions because they have the belt. So I'm gathering Killer Carl Cox and the Superstar was going to challenge them for the belts in the Omni or maybe the Atlanta City Auditorium.
Well, it's they get into it at that point, and I believe there was a challenge between Bobby Heenan and Ole Anderson, Ivan Koloff, but it didn't materialize at this point because Ivan and Ole would lose the titles, and then Ole Anderson and Ernie Ladd would be the champions, and then that's when Ole makes his switch.
What do y'all think about Ole Anderson's switch? I've never liked it. Jack?
Yeah. It's okay.
You know, there's just something about it just didn't set well with me. How about you, Rodney?
No. It honestly it made Ole look weak to me.
Yeah, I just never liked the turn. I never liked, and I don't believe when he turns back on Dusty, that is a spectacular way of turning on him. I mean, it was great. Well done. There was nothing better ever. But it never really drew the money that they did when they jumped him in the parking lot because I think that made Dusty look bad. I think it made him look stupid, basically. I don't think it helped Dusty in that respect. What do you think?
Oh, I think you're right about that. Because even Dusty said that in his interview, he said that was, he can't blame anybody but himself for that.
And I was there the night that they had that match in the Omni, and it was spectacular. I mean, people were losing their mind over what happened, but it did make Dusty look kind of dumb. Yeah.
It was not. I think that was probably after that. It just didn't draw the money that it did the first time around because of that. It just made Dusty look bad. And then you do too much turning, and this point in time they were turning a lot of people, a lot, and that always will kill your territory. By the way, if you have a territory, you have a town, don't turn your people too many times because it'll eventually kill your territory. If you enjoyed this video, give us the big thumbs up. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, and hit that notification bell. If I can remember you would think I'd have this down pat. I have said this 22 times, and I'm going to tell you probably sometime coming up soon we'll stop doing, because by now people got to know what they got to do. I mean, come on, they have to know you did that. But go ahead. Did we tell people to hit the notification? Did it hit?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. And watch the video down below. We might just start telling people to watch this video. That's down right here, right there. It'll be on the. I believe it's somewhere down in the bottom. So watch the video. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next video right here on Pro Wrestling Inside Now.